Just one small thought, it's all that I need to turn my dreams into reality. Plant the seed. I know the road is long, but I'll take it slow. With every step I climb, I'm ready to grow. The elevator's broken, but I won't despair. I'll take the stairs to success, I'll get there with care. One small positive thought can change my whole day. I'll rise with the sun, let worries drift away. Work until my bank account looks like a phone number. Chasing my dreams, igniting the fire and wonder. Together we're stronger, let's join hand in hand, building our future on this solid land. Coming together is just the start. Keeping it real is where we play our part. Progress is a journey, it's not just a race. With every little victory we find our place. Through ups and downs we'll weather the storm. In unity and strength our spirits stay warm. One small positive thought can change my whole day. I'll rise with the sun, let worries drift away. Work until my bank account looks like a phone number. Chasing my dreams, igniting that fire and wonder. Together we're stronger, let's join hand in hand, building our future on this solid land. Coming together is just the start. Keeping it real is where we play our part. Progress is a journey, it's not just a race. With every little victory we find our place. Through ups and downs we'll weather the storm. In unity and strength our spirits stay warm. Step by step we climb higher and higher, fueling our passion with unquenchable fire. Together we'll laugh, together we'll cry. With love as our compass we'll reach for the sky. Let's lift each other, let's shine like the stars. No mountain too high, no dream too far. Working together's where we find success. In this beautiful journey we are truly blessed. One small positive thought can change my whole day. I'll rise with the sun, let worries drift away. Work until my bank account looks like a phone number. Chasing my dreams, igniting the fire and wonder. Just one small thought can light up the way. Together we'll conquer, together we'll stay. So here's to tomorrow and all that it brings. With hope in our hearts, oh how brightly we sing.
All right, happy Thursday, everyone. Hopefully, my sound's working. Let's check. Yesterday, I had Andy says my sound was too soft. Thank you for letting me know. Sorry, now and then I don't see the YouTube chat. I'm a little bit behind on that. I do apologize. I do my best to try to reply to comments, but as you know, when we are live streaming and talking on topic, I really don't want to divert to kind of just greet everyone. I do my best to mention everyone end of the session. I do thank you for posting comments. I do thank you asking questions. I do thank you for you being here. Once more, thank you so much for watching live or a replay of No Limit Email live sessions every single day on YouTube, on the internet. We are here with you, and welcome to this session. I have lined up good topic based on the questions I received, and we go a little bit deep dive on this one, but we will have a kind of rest of it as a conversation, ongoing conversation through the evening in a hangout room straight after, as this kind of topics can go forever, and they do. Therefore, I'm just going to give you a snippet what we're going to be talking about, and hopefully you can join us after conversation to find out a little bit more, and of course be more interactive with us, relating to what we are talking in here, and of course relating to the marketing and the business and all good stuff that we are all doing on the internet. Once more, my name is Evan, on behalf of No Limit Emails team. I thank you for watching live or replay, and also thank you making a great decision to join us, to No Limit Emails family. We do not take your trust for granted, guys. Please just provide us the domain that you want to use, and just before you do all that, make sure you follow the guide and set the domain up correctly so we can have access to it via Cloudflare, and that's what you gotta do. And it's simple, it's non-technical. That's the only thing that you ever technically have to do. Of course, it's pretty easy, and all you have to do is follow the guides that we give you, or just follow on one of the Cloudflare YouTube how to add your domain. And of course, when you've done that, you can just send us your API key and tell us the domain you want to use. We will do the rest, and we will install and send you your login page. What you're going to do in this period, make sure that few things you take care of, so you don't get kind of like really wasting time and things like that. If you don't know any of this stuff with Cloudflare related, you can always jump on a hangout room straight within when we are streaming, or after the stream, as we hang out there quite a few hours. And after that, if you are on that room, just leave us a message and we will get back to you. Obviously, just leave us your contact, something like that, so how we can reach out to you. This could be even just your social media to start off with, or you can look us in our social media and send us a DM and connect that way as well. Of course, we have live sport room, we have live challenge rooms, we have live one-to-one rooms with all of members, and of course we are here 24/7 basically to support you, just to reach out to us in any time of the day. Only time I personally don't answer my DMs or questions, guys, when I'm sleeping. Anything beside that, we do our best, try to be humanly quick as possible. And of course, sometime I also do not have a internet, guys. It is not our own network issue, it is my local issue, that electric goes off, internet drops off, and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes, unfortunately, so far it's been good to us, and we are continuing live streaming over 140 days in a row, and we will keep continuing and see if we can do our 365 days non-stop stream, and as well as continuation after January to the new year. So as it is new year, is a festive time, please join us, and if you are coming through the email and you see us live in the emails that I'm sending to you, you can click on that UI in the email. You can unmute yourself and join a conversation. All you have to do is just make up a nickname to join a conversation with text, and of course mute yourself, and you can switch on cam or off. Is really up to you, so you can ask us any question you want on those, especially on the email as well. I am live on the email. When I'm live, normally that picks up my camera and also picks up my, what you call it, my audio, as if you are kind of like just opening email and reading, which is pretty interesting as I'm greeting you in the email. So this evening I lined up this conversational piece, but really is more in depth. We will get into that just a second. And also, please, if you are new to No Limit Emails, just make sure that you watch some of the videos on the 30-day email challenge channel, and as well as you can watch some of them on YouTube and our older channel, our main channel, which is after New Year we will switching lives to that channel, so we can build up extended content a little bit. And that has been dormant for a while, as I've been very busy daily doing live on this channel. Of course, I still want to do the challenge kind of videos. Obviously, we have a new group of challenges coming up from January, and that will probably this time around will not be recorded because it's different kind of people, and it's gonna be probably done a bit more kind of like in the live rooms than in the kind of like YouTube like we did before. But the format is same, but only the things different this time. We just going to go for 2 million, that's all. As you understand, we are very, very privacy orientated, and when our members ask, obviously not to be online, not to be in our communications, not to be in our videos, we respect their rights and we respect their privacy. That's their choice. And of course, anyone that love to be in within the group, within the stuff that we're doing, as you all know, you all welcome. And of course, our goal is in here to be a really collaborative places that we can all help each other to reach our goals and do the good marketing, do the basically our thing. And that being said, once more, when you are totally new, and also watch some of those videos that really how to start with no limit emails, because they will save you time, and they will also save you really a lot of kind of learning that you normally will find that basically Moetic related out there. But education side of the tool, really, it is just amazing. So many videos out there. Anything that you want to build or publish with the Moetic itself, hundreds of thousands of people using the tool. So it's open source. Main code is available to everybody. But really, the only secret source is that the stuff that we build and top for ourselves, which is normal Moetic doesn't have. So that's the only difference. You don't have to technically install anything. We install Moetic. We give you the access to two amazing open source gates, which is like your Moetic itself, the interface, and also the Jitsi element that we use for lives. And obviously, if you are non-technical, normally these are open source resources. You don't have ability to install them and configure them and host them. We do all that for you. All you have to do is literally sit back and enjoy your emailing, enjoy your conversations, enjoy your live streaming, enjoy your screen recording, and of course, enjoy to grow your business without problems, without headaches with us. So you can see we are the only company probably in the world that does the email marketing, has 10 out of 10 reviews, and they are all positive. So as you also can see, we are the only people in the world give you our own infrastructure, what we actually built for ourselves. So that's important. So we house you and host you and basically do everything behind the scene for you to have a functionality. Literally is not possible and is too costly, and also really full of headaches and you name it. Literally, it's taking us hundreds of thousands of hours and a little bit more than 5 years to get to the stage, and it's still early, and still early to get into the no limit emails ecosystem, because literally it's just different way of doing the stuff. You have all control of everything, and we're just there to help you to make everything work. Welcome to the family, everyone, and of course we look really forward. Anything that we know we can do together to basically make everything work, and as well as everything more profitable, well as everything more sustainable for everyone. We highly encourage you get in and invite few people in, guys. There's millions of people require this kind of system and they're not able to have, and we are the ones that providing this, and it's not a system that normally available literally to average person just like myself or Doug or Barbara or Chris or Joe or Tom or JP, right? It's just like hundreds of us over the few years now, thousands of people experimenting and experiencing something totally incredible. And we want to share that with you openly. We want to share our revenue with you. We also want to share our ecosystem with you. And of course, we share our infrastructure with you. And that's never done before. And not just that, we there with you every day, actually support you if something break or something doesn't work, as you all know, because literally it is live environment and is live business and is literally every heartbeat that I personally have and that setup has too. And also, proof is in the pudding, they say. Anyone can look really our uptime, and since we went live for the kind of like this thing to go public, and you guys can kind of check that track record. And of course, is technology, guys, is dependent on lots of things on the internet. Is anytime can go haywire. Anytime something can get blocked. Anytime something can get hacked or break. And all these possibilities are real, and we all are realistic about them, and we do our best try to safeguard everything. So far, our track record proof is kind of the job that we do in a pretty decent one, and a lot of big enterprises really doesn't have the same level of basically neither security, neither safety, or neither integrity of, let's say, server cleanliness and firewalled kind of networks the way that the things are, that the things we set up. Of course, human made. Humans always try to break stuff, and we are aware of that. So when it comes to the security, that is the one of the most important part of our work, and we've proven that by providing such a kind of really track record based on the real world of function, and based on a real world of numbers, and based on a real world of basically conversation, and as well as obviously statistics that we have. So rest be assured, we are basically part of your network, you are part of our network, and that requires immense amount of trust and immense amount of resilience and also immense amount of patience, because it's your business, your assets, and is your reputation, and we do everything in our end to prevent anything bad happen. And you also got to do really good job in your end or with your team, so it's nothing really bad happens. But generally, that's we always advise everyone: do not share your login details with someone. Do not also keep logging the system with auto login with Google and stuff. Just write your password somewhere, make safe folder and something like that, and then do that kind of thing. Just safeguard kind of screenshotting things, kind of without knowing. Just be prepared a little bit your end to not leak information that is important to you, like you guarding your own kind of bank account, right? So just be sensible with stuff, but then also it's important to know really it is your thing. So we are just like behind the scene hosting it and maintain stuff. We don't touch basically anything that you do. Only time that really we need to look in things if in case something is broken or not working, that kind of stuff. Beside that, you have the key to drive the car, and we will just sit behind as your mechanic, really fix and host and everything else that really need to be in place. But network is vast, network is absolutely, infrastructure is amazing, and we're doing our best to keep improving, and some good updates coming, guys, towards the new year, and of course after New Year's as well. So we will be moving back to the new version of version 5 and Watic, and that is bringing some another extra functionality and new stuff, which is kind of keeping up with time, so to speak, a little bit. As we all know, there's hundreds, really, even tens of thousands of open source community contributing to the project. So there is plenty things change, plenty things happens, plenty new things comes up. Of course, new kind of functionality and plugin comes up too. It's literally, if you ever use the WordPress, the software that we get and use is like a little bit like works a little bit like WordPress. You can make your themes, plugins, and all sort of extra things yourself if you know what you're doing. And even if you don't know what you're doing, something you really want to happen with it, you can always hire somebody to do some plugin. And of course, with the help of ChatGPT, now you can even write your own plugin. Just follow some guys easily. You could create some functioning stuff because literally it allows you to build your idea of things on top of working systems. Of course, when you're doing and experimenting things, guess what? You have already qualified in-house team to check out, configure things for you. You don't even have to pay us any extra kind of dev fees when you have specific kind of requirements. But we make sure that we are honest and upfront. We are not here to design you a brand new system for you. But now and then, this kind of small type of kind of stuff, if you already build them and you don't know how to configure it to work with it, we can help you. But just remember, we are not your private developer. We don't do extra projects for you. We don't fix your site. We don't have access to your kind of devs site. We don't have access to your cPanel, anything like that. But genuinely, to help our own members out, we have a pleasure to kind of do this kind of things to improve what really needed to be done, to improve the business, to improve the functionality, to make it easier for the all of us. If something you're making is working for you very well, guess what? Maybe work for us. We can ask you, co-opt with you, even have a kind of buy a license of you to use it for ourselves and everyone else. And of course, privately, you can also sell this to our own members, as well as community of, I think, currently around 285 million people around the world that utilize and use one way or the other Moetic. So it's a huge marketplace actually there for this kind of thing as well. We also understand that, and if you get into tool, you will see there is a marketplace. So it's not small thing. So you're getting basically ecosystem that you could build your things, well as obviously uh, make your business evolve with a technology that is constantly active, is backed basically by open source community. So we make it easier for you without any technical really knowledge to have access to the huge open source library of technologies. Normally, specifically is either for the nerds and good coders, or big really enterprises that have huge dev teams utilizes this kind of like ecosystems to help themselves. And we're just doing exactly what some of the big enterprise company would do when it comes to the dev. We don't want to basically waste the time on development. We want to put the most time in function improvements and security, and that's kind of important because that's the area. Development is millions of people around the world contributing it, and ideas doesn't lack of ideas for evolving to cope with it basically as technologies keep changing, as we all know. I blink as changes. So this is the kind of scenario that we all kind of contributing, of course, utilizing it as it happens as well. So I highly recommend join us in conversation, and also I highly recommend anything that you really do know about even open source, still look into it, and you will see it will blow you away amount of stuff that you could do with less cost, with less kind of headaches and all that kind of stuff when you have a good group of dedicated people that know what they are doing. So, and of course, sometimes you're going to get kind of spoofed and you're going to get burned via hiring, I don't know, freelancer somewhere that you don't know for a small amount of money. Initially, you think is a bargain, and then leads to the like nightmares and happened to me many times, guys, before, and I tested hundreds, honestly, even thousands of developers on all many different platforms. I don't want to name them or give them geolocation to you, but if you watch some of my older videos on YouTube, you will see like me calling a lot of them out. But generally, it's like, don't get burned. Just please go with the people who know what they are doing, who has actually track record to prove it, and also who can actually be there when you need them to face to talk and solve issues. And it's important to know that, and important to have a face to face kind of conversation. And of course, with a lot of the other kind of providers, they put you like, I don't know, chatbots with bots and articles, and you never get to speak to anyone, and you wait for days to get solved things. And that being said, let's get also thank you for everyone who's joined us lately, guys. I really appreciate you. And of course, as you all know, we speak to every our member face to face, and I'm so pleased to meeting you guys. And of course, welcome to the family, and enjoy your emailing. And of course, we are here with you guys, and just let us know if you need us. Of course, you are free to join the conversation anytime you wish. So let's get into this topic of tonight, just in a top of it, and then we will continue the conversation based on this topic a little bit further in the chat room, especially on the Hangout. So, uh, solving a small business's big marketing problems, complete control over data with private personal email service you control. And we will deep dive on this. Why is this is so important based on a just literally being a private, personal, and the data security and data control. If you live in the world, of course, you probably heard about Hillary Clinton's emails, right? So this is very important for all of us, not just me individually, but everyone that really exists in a world that's prepared to do some business in the internet, even not prepared to do any business in the internet. Uh, this is the most important part. Email data, contact data have to be safe, and as does you have to make sure that you have some control. It's like your own house; you have to have a key for your own door, and this is important. Normally, when you go to the another third, like another ISPs, you sharing you sharing that data with share hosts, with share users, on a shared IP, and usually when you're uploading or even capturing, you don't know what happens to the systems, you don't know what admins do, you don't know what really happens. And well as when it comes to the data security, when you try to clean your data somewhere, when you try to upload it somewhere, once more, you don't know what happens because you really don't know. And they can be copied, they can be stolen, they can be basically transferred somewhere else, and also things can happen when you don't know what server is doing and the server is not under your control. So controlling servers literally is like your own house. You have your own key and you have your own right to it, and you control that. And of course, this is always difficult because just saying you need a server, everything gonna happen, is of course is not realistic. So you gotta have a server that you gotta have the mechanics know how to really work the server, and also you gotta have the mechanics know how to work the software that server is running. Is mean as lots of really rabbit holes that you need to get in order really to figure things out and work, and it just really becomes a mass time wasting. And that's one of the things we take care of it, and which is really is invaluable for me, is invaluable for all the our members who actually have system experience sending millions of emails. You can ask them how did they feel. They have the control of that server does that, and that's the key. And you can also do that obviously if you have the counts that are unlimited, guys. All you have to do is keep following the guide and keep increasing your number till you really whatever, uh, till you run out of emails in the world. And I don't think that's gonna happen, right? So, and you can also do every day kind of one batch new, but I highly recommend you be sensible, be more targeted. You don't have to kind of really send millions to make the emailer work and pay well. As you know, email is the one of the best advertising vehicle, best communication vehicle, the cheapest, the most sustainable, and normally you've been robbed off because the cost of the service and stuff, and we getting kind of taking care of that for every one of us, and make sure you have really not just one, several service guys, because and also you don't want to really put all of your eggs in one basket. That's the kind of logic we want to kind of have an example of. Thank you, Doug. 1035 hours continues in streaming in the live sport room. That's amazing, Doug. So we are live on the, of course, on Meet No Limit emails /hangout. We are live in there. So sending a million in one batch will give you the goosebumps. Doug says, absolutely. I mean, it does, and that's the thing we are talking about. The advantage of running the servers yourself and having a control, and having a people genuinely you can trust. You can trust kind of really with your life, because that's what really is meant. That's what really means in the end. Your email list is your dinner table, and we are basically being allowed to make it work and clean it out, and of course protect it. And when we sit, I personally, when I sit and with somebody and have a dinner, we are kind of like friend for life. That's how we are. That's the kind of really where we coming from, and a little bit ancient, but we are old school, and I value the human friendship more than anything else in the world, and human trust more than anything else in the world. So the whole idea is you have to trust us to take care of the infrastructure, uh, and then you just do your thing, and we just support you all the way. As just like Doug says, gives you goosebumps when you send millions of emails. So when it comes to the really this big problem solving, we're already solving this huge problem of server side, tech side, and as well as access to the huge library of open source technologies to benefit everyone that basically within our ecosystem of email, well as is live streaming, and of course we do different stuff as well beside kind of just like email and live streaming. That is kind of our own kind of like specialities, different kind of needs for different companies, different kind of consultations and all that kind of stuff. We do that kind of things. But if you're genuinely serious about your business, your list, your security, and a place that you can trust and control and operate without getting penalized, without getting kind of really suspended or account shut down or your list stolen, all that kind of stuff that happened to me, and that's why we created the system. And of course, first of all, you have to go through this little bit of qualification that we have in place, and that gives us kind of a little bit of time. Like let's say you do a test run of 30 days, it gives you enough time to just get to know us a little bit, have a feel about us, and the same ways goes for us to have to get to know you and to have a feel about you, to understand exact your needs, and what kind of things that we could do to help you, and of course in your end what kind of things that you can also help us to spread the word and get paid as well. That's the kind of like two-way street. So and also, as you know, we just don't drop you in a dark hole, say okay you got this and you go. We are there and doing it with you. And that being said is very very important. Do the research, look out at the internet, see how much is normally this kind of service will cost you, and come back and compare the price with us. And if you find anybody that in the world does exactly same thing and same price, we will give you 1,000 counts for life for free. So you could own a thousands of our IPs forever for free. And I mean that is how serious we are. that you cannot go and find anywhere at the same price as us, and also that anywhere that is disconnected with its users. So we are face to face. So make sure you do a little research before you decided to join us. Maybe we're not for you. Hi Barbara, good to see you. Sending 1 million emails in a batch will give you goosebump. Doug said, howdy. So we will continue this private email server conversation a little bit just on the chat room. So I also really highly recommend you. Uh, I highly recommend you to read a one article from a No Limit Emails members. This is coming from Barbara, and this is the URL that you need to check this out. And if you are serious on email and also you're using a new lists and new leads, and this is must read. Thank you so much for Barbara posting this. I'm just going to post it on a YouTube chat, and of course you guys can copy that and go to the virtual-coach.com number 3 dash white dash list. You will find that article very interesting because it will help you immensely, especially when you're reaching out with your first few emails. And it's very important that you can send this message out to these people using this kind of inboxes so they can whitelist you, because it's very important. If they whitelist you, literally Google doesn't block you, Yahoo doesn't block you, Microsoft doesn't block you, and Barbara's done such an amazing job to share that resource with us. And go check that article out, guys. That being said, goodies just like that and more you can find in our private groups, guys, and you can also find it in our private lives. Come and join us in a conversation on one of this room. Take care and happy sending. Of course, I have not sent an email today yet, guys. I will be uploading and sending. I'm doing some updates on my thing, but I will kind of do that sending this evening, a little bit down the road. And come join us. You probably witnessed that. I will be probably doing the new email live on the Hangout. That being said, happy Thursday. Happy sending, guys. Never stop pressing that send button because, like Doug said, it will give you goosebumps when you send a million and 2 million and 5 million. And you can even not imagine we have people sending 30 million, 40 million on one press, guys. We are not joking. So come and join and really have a better freedom of online communication. Take care till tomorrow, and I'll see you in same time, same place.